So let's talk about the three-phase timeline that New Balance is using to roll out this whole customization system. So the timeline is important because it shows how they plan to grow slowly and fix problems early and scale up only when the technology and workflow are fully ready. So phase one is the pilot year. This is just a couple of US factories, and the goal is to make sure the scanning and the cutting and stitching assembly process actually works the way it should. Um, it's one thing for something to work on in a test environment, right? But it's totally different when you're doing it repeatedly for real customers. So phase one lets them confirm the scanners are accurate and the robots are cutting precisely and everything works smoothly. So during this phase, they aren't worried about volume, they're worried about getting it right. So phase two would happen during years 2 and 3, and this is where things start to expand. So New Balance is going to add more factories into the process, and they also bring in more advanced automation equipment so the production can speed up. And then at the same time, overseas partners are going to begin taking on more of the non-custom parts as the demand grows. So this is where the balance between domestic production and global support really starts to come into play. It's going to keep things cost efficient while still keeping the personalization aspects in the US. So going on into phase three is the full rollout. So this is around year 4 and beyond. By this point, the entire system should be stable, meaning technology is reliable and employees are trained, bottlenecks are fixed, and the demand forecast is predictable. So now New Balance is going to move into full production US factories, continuing focusing on custom parts. And the overseas partners are going to handle the standard parts. So lean production and AI forecasting also play a huge role in keeping the whole process running smoothly and reducing waste. So overall, this phase timeline makes the rollout way more sustainable, and it avoids the risk of rushing into mass production.